Hi everyone, welcome back to Manly Kitchen. Today we're continuing on the chili Colorado. In the last segment I showed you how to make the sauce. In this segment I'm going to show you how to do a slow cooker chili Colorado. So come on into the kitchen, let's have some fun. As I said in the last segment, I showed you how to make a Colorado sauce. Here's my pot of sauce today, simmering. Everything's getting happy, getting to know each other. And the only other thing I've got to worry about is the beef that I'm going to use. What I'm using today is about a 2.5 pound piece of bottom round roast. Now you can use any roast you want. This one happened to be on sale and that's why I picked it up. You can also use stew meat, flank steak, just about anything you want. In fact, I've done a fancy restaurant version of chili Colorado with cubed ribeye steak. Now the one thing I've done is, just to make it fit in the pot, I've cut it in half, and I also trimmed off that layer of fat on the bottom that you find on a bottom round roast. Pretty simple, huh? I'm using my smaller crock pot today because I've only got about 2.5 pounds of meat. If I wanted to do 5 or 6 pounds, something like that, then I have a larger crock pot. I always recommend that you use the smallest pot you can if you have more than one, and that way you don't have a lot of extra airspace, you don't have to have a lot of extra broth or anything in there to cover the meat, okay? And I'm just going to take my 2 pieces of meat, drop them right in there, side by side, and now I'm going to cover it with my chili Colorado sauce. I always like to start my crock pot, if I'm going to be home, I'm going to set it on high for the first hour and a half or so. That makes sure that everything gets heated up very quickly. Then I can drop it down to low and let it go all day. If I need to have it done more quickly, then I'll leave it on high longer, of course, and it'll cook more quickly. But today, an hour and a half on high, and then the rest of the day on low. While my slow cooker's doing its job, I've got some work I'm going to do, and then later on I'm going down to Sacramento for a blues jam, and when I get back, it's going to be time for dinner, and I'll see y'all then. Okay, we're back, and I got to tell you folks, it's a good thing I've been gone most of the afternoon because I don't know if I could have stood just smelling this and not getting to eat it. Now what we're going to do now is I'm going to remove the meat. Oh boy, this is looking good, y'all. Okay, I'm going to get these 2 out of here for just a minute. And I'm looking at the sauce and I'm seeing that it's pretty thin from the slow cooking process. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a couple of tablespoons of flour to thicken it up. Now I use Wondra flour because it just never lumps, and that's a wonderful thing. You use regular flour, you got to worry about lumps. The other thing I do, which makes the sauce just a little bit richer, is instead of using water with the flour, I use half and half. And this also smooths the sauce a little bit. So we got that stirred in. Oh yum. Get some more of that. Oh, that is awesome. Oh my gosh. That's going to be wonderful. You hear me rinsing that over there. Always clean as you go. It makes things a lot easier. Now, we need to shred this meat. When you do slow cooker, I usually do it like I would a pot roast, say. And I don't cube it up like I would if I was going to simmer it on the stove. And this thing is just falling apart. Oh, this is perfect. Perfect, perfect. Y'all, I'm one happy boy right about now, I gotta tell you. This has turned out very well today. I don't know if you can see it, but just juicy as the day is long, nice and tender. This is going to be a gorgeous bowl of chili. Okay, and you don't want to break it up too much, just into some pieces you can get in your mouth. And now we're going to put that back in the pot. Get it all down into the sauce. And we're going to let it sit there for just a couple of minutes while I get everything ready to serve. And we'll be back in just a minute. Okay, we're back and I'm ready to serve. The sauce is thickened up very nicely. Now, as I said before, chili Colorado, chunks of beef and a pepper sauce, and that's it. And oh my, that is just looking so good. A little extra sauce on top there. Now you can top this with a little shredded cheese. Put some cheese on the side if you want. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put 1 dollop of sour cream right there. And I'm going to heat up some tortillas and have that with it. And that's going to be my dinner tonight. Can you see that, folks? Look at that meat. Isn't that just gorgeous? If that doesn't make you hungry, check your pulse. So there you go, chili Colorado, done in a slow cooker. And remember, to learn how to make the sauce, see my other video on the chili Colorado sauce. This is how you do slow cooker. Now over time, I'm going to show you a lot of different ways you can make chili, have all kinds of fun. But for now, I'm going to go have my dinner. Y'all take care. Thanks for being with me in Manly Kitchen. And don't forget, play with your food.